Hi, this is Scott Schrader, here to talk about the Parashah Vayeitzei, which means to go out. And this is what it's all about. We'd like to talk about Jacob today going out from Beersheba. He goes out to basically Mount Moriah, and he has a night vision there. And so when Jacob left, as one of the teaching goes, he left at dusk and he came back at dawn. And so this is kind of equated to a dark night of the soul. And so many believe that when Jacob went out, that whole time that he spent there with his uncle Laban was actually a dark night of the soul for him. God came to him in this dream, and he blessed him. He gave him promises, and he told him he'd give his seed the land, and that he would bless the families of the earth through his seed, and that he would be with him wherever he went, and he would bring him back and would not leave him until he'd fulfilled all of these promises. And so in this dark night of the soul, at least the beginning part, there were these promises that were made to him. And as he left, he was purged. And he was prepared, and he came back a different man than he was before. He was humbled, he was changed, he was made new. And we see that God was with Jacob, and it says that he guarded him. And here we look at the breakdown of this word guard. The first letter is the shin, which means to consume or nourish. And Jacob was both consumed and nourished. The idea here is that when you eat something, you consume it, you nourish it, become one with it, or it becomes one with you. And he became more one with God. And God did keep him. He did provide for him. He did nourish him on the way. And something was birthed in him. A new beginning was birthed in him. To go with this anointing and blessing that he was given through Isaac, through laying on the hands of Isaac, and through the promises that God gave him as a result of that. He made a covenant with him. When he woke up in the morning, he poured oil on the rock, and he made a covenant with God with these promises, and said that God would be his God if he would keep him. And so he did. And so the dark night of the soul, it's a hard thing that some of us go through. We do go through this, and there is a purging and a preparation. It's because God has made a different covenant with us, so to speak. He has called us out to something. He has separated us to a calling, to something that he wants to do, and promises are involved. And so this purging and preparation gets us ready to be able to walk into whatever he's given us, and he guards us. We are consumed and nourished, and a new thing is birthed in us, just as it is in Jacob. So even as we go through these things, know if you go through the dark night of the soul, if you go through these purgings, and sometimes some of the warfare that you are receiving is a direct result of you entering into something new, entering into something that God has called you to do, and he's going to fulfill that promise that he's given you. It doesn't mean it's easy. It wasn't easy for Jacob. He had to go through it. A trial that isn't a trial is not a trial, so to speak. You have to go through it to have that change in your life. But God guards us on the way.